water is looking pretty good. To do the entire Buffalo, we'd have to start at Boxley, which is right here at 3.42. Last night at about 3 a.m. it was about 3.6. So it's not looking like the water is gonna sustain up there. We got to figure out where to start. We're gonna start at Ponca. Boxley was just gonna be too much of a hassle. The water is low, it's not really safe. There's not like a true access point there. So this is like the first true access point, Ponca. So there's like a massive frenzy down there, like where the water is. So we're gonna go ahead and like kind of get everything in our kayaks and get situated right here, and then ease down then there and roll out. Ready to push off, Big Red? We've got off to a relatively rough start, honestly. There's some interesting characters at the boat ramp kind of giving us a hard time, and then there's like a mean rapid right up front. I wish I had some footage of that, but I was just focused on not dying. But we're rolling now. Now we're both wore out. It's 1 o'clock. We're finally in the water, loaded up, rolling. We're both exhausted, but to the excursion, baby. How about that, you little dirty smallmouth? There we go. Numero uno, baby. Oh, we've come across a kick-ass waterfall. It's 5 o'clock. I have no idea how far we've gone, but check this waterfall out. All right, this is our first camp spot today. We got a little bit, we did 11 miles in just a little bit under 5 hours, which is pretty good. So I'm tickled at that. We've got a beautiful spot here. We pulled up off the river a little bit, secluded. We're in between two beautiful rock faces here. And I'm about to get a fire built. Emily's gonna get camp going. We're gonna get some grub. All right, I was hoping for a drama-free ordeal, but turns out that our sleeping bags are soaking wet from all those massive waves you saw hitting, coming over the front. We had them in a trash bag, but that bonehead deal, that did not work. It's supposed to get in the 30s tonight. It can make for an extremely miserable night. Hopefully we've got enough time to let them dry out somewhat. Obviously you can see here I've got them hung up on this clothesline. We've got a fire built. They're not real close to the fire, but we'll move them closer here in a little bit, but hopefully this works out. All right, here we have our sleeping pads. Luckily these are like waterproof, so that's just the holding bag is, yeah, that's about sums up what we got going on. That was quite the night last night. It was cold. We had those little fleece sleeping bags too, so like the wetness of the sleeping bag wasn't really a big deal. I woke up kind of cold in the middle of the night. I put my sweats and long johns on, and I was good at that point, so. Oh man.
I sleep pretty testy. I slept like a baby.
She always sleeps like a baby. We didn't get the early start. It's like 10:15 now, so we'll probably be rolling here in probably like 45 minutes. So in the meantime, I'm gonna go take a dump. Pushing off on day number 2, y'all. Beautiful day to get your day started off. A beautiful way to get your day started off. Look at that. It's going pretty great so far, y'all. Last night the sleeping bags were wet. I got cold, but all I had on was like my boxers and like a fleece, so I threw on another my synthetic. I threw on another pullover, which I was planning on doing anyways, and
my sweats and long johns, which I brought exclusively for sleeping, and I was super comfortable, slept great. We got the sleeping bags dry and in a dry bag now. Total idiot for not just, the thing is like when you don't do something, you never know exactly what you want to do. And like we were getting all these, we had 4 dry bags, like bigger ones, and now I know, like I see people out here and I know like I want these giant river bags, which if I had my choice before I had done this, I wouldn't have chose to get those, and I would have had the wrong stuff. So now I know, and we're in good shape. And we do need to make some tracks though, and get some distance covered. But check in shortly. That's the rapids up here are a lot worse than the ones down lower in the river, but that's all right. It's a good time. Beautiful. Saw some horses, donkeys. It's been great.
All right, baby, we got the yaks, the tent. Got a fire built over there with Big Red, if you can see her. Beautiful view here. The fire department's coming around the corner. We passed them a second ago. They're heading back down. All right, y'all, we got camp set up here. Our quilts are dry to they're as dry as they were when we put them in the bag, which is relatively dry. We got a fire built and our chairs and a log over there. We got a beautiful camp spot. There's a waterfall right here. The river's directly behind the camera here. It's perfect. We've got a way better start to today. Our shoes are dry, our feet are dry. We're both dry now. We just got our system. It took us a day to get it figured out, which is cool. I thought it might, so I'm happy. And we're about to snack a little bit. We got the fire built big, and we'll get some grub going.
Lights are out and you stumble in the dark.
Alright, y'all. It's Monday morning at 10:30. Oh, we kind of thought about getting up and like getting on the water at daylight, but then we said, fuck that. I'm discounted the fact of like how physically beat down we would be like doing 20-30 mile days, like, and like the paddling up around between like Ponca down to around Pruitt. It seems like it kind of eased up around Pruitt, before Pruitt. But that first like 20 miles or so, I mean, it was just wicked river bends. I say wicked, like, we're not talking like white water stuff, but just like pretty strong flowing water into a tight corner. And like I mean, all of our stuff's in our kayak, so we're way heavier than your like normal person just floating for the day. So that like takes a toll on you. Overall though, it's been great. Like last night, our quilts were dry and I was sweating when I woke up this morning. I mean, I was comfortable. We got here, we got a fire built, camp went up easy. We got our stuff the way we wanted in our kayaks. But I mean, we've got a beautiful setup here.
All right, y'all, the spot has been great. Finally getting packed up and moving on, and it's been a lot of fun. We just met a family from Colorado. That was real nice, and going to the same place we are. And we had an armadillo that hung out for like 4 hours with us last night. It sounded like a freaking grizzly bear. It was actually really scary for a minute.